Yes po. Ito naman po daw.
Okay. So for today, we'll be discussing disaster awareness. Here are the objectives. At the end of this session, you will be able to discuss common terms used in the context of disaster. Second, you will be able to identify the classifications of common hazards. And finally, third, you will be able to discuss the National Disaster Response Plan, NDRP. So when it comes to disaster, we will not be talking about your grades in biochemistry or anatomy. So how are you doing when it comes to biochemistry and anatomy? PrevMed, parang masaya kayo sa PrevMed ah. How many hours do you spend studying biochemistry? How many hours? Every day. Parang kusot pa ng mata. Parang nag-aral ng biochemistry. Tsaka ng... How many hours? 3 hours. Anatomy. How many hours do you spend studying anatomy? Every day. Ilan? 2 hours. Bakit mas mahirap ang biochemistry kaysa sa anatomy? How many hours do you spend studying preventive medicine? Sorry, how many minutes? 30 minutes. 30 minutes the night before the exam or 30 minutes before the actual exam? So class, preventive medicine is one single subject in the board exam. One na single pa. So now, because of the advent of the pandemic, the dean is with me. This is our workroom. PrevMed is one of the most difficult subjects in the board exam. Guess what is the most difficult? According to a study conducted by one review center, what is the most difficult subject in the board exam?
Anatomy po, Doc.
Anatomy, close. Ano na? Surgery. Surgery. Number one is the most difficult subject in the board exam. According to the survey done by the review center, it's surgery. Second is PrevMed. Because in preventive medicine, you can be asked, naku, baka mapunit yan, ha? May naghikab eh. Someone yun. Mamapunit. So yung PrevMed, second most difficult subject because you can be asked anything under the sun. Okay, we'll be talking about disaster awareness. This is the 5K program of DOH, Kaligtasan Pangkalusugan sa Kalamidad sa kamay ng komunidad. This is the 5K program of DOH. Look, the 5K strategy advocates disaster preparedness at the household level. So it's important na at the household level, you are prepared. We are prepared. Kaya we will be talking about disaster awareness and of course, preparedness in your own households. Ayan, kilala niyo siya. We give health education, we give health teachings in the community. Kaya your health presentations can be shown in the community. So we are preparing you to be able to give presentations in the community in an innovative way. So para hindi na lecture. Kasi pag lecture, kayo ba, tuwan-tuwa kayo? Natutuwa ba kayo pag lecture ng lecture? Now, class, kindly turn on your cameras para makikita ko naman yung... As your teachers, we look at your body language and your facial expressions. If you're getting bored, we might be pushing you to boredom, and you have to think of ways to be able to bring back your interest. Ayan, we give health teaching. So ito, disaster awareness. Kita niyo sa background, disaster awareness. The big one, this is an earthquake. So importante, while we have the definition or something about the big one, we know how to prepare for it. Hmm. Before an earthquake, during an earthquake, and after an earthquake. Ano ba ginagawa niya pagka during an earthquake? Ano ginagawa? Anong drill? In the earthquake drills. Anong recommendation? Ano recommendation natin? If you're indoors, duck, cover, and hold. Okay, iba sinasabi it's drop, cover, and hold. But if it's not possible, ayan, you stay near the columns. Kung wala kayong table, you cannot go under the table. If there's no table, you stay near the columns. Kasi bibigay yung beam, pero yung column usually stays. So this will be the last to give in, yung column. Oh, there will be signs and risks if of an impending earthquake. Ayan, tingnan nyo. Animals may have strangely or act restless before a major earthquake. Slight ground vibrations or rumbling can sometimes be felt before stronger shaking. But the important thing again is we are prepared. Kayo ba, meron kayong plan should an earthquake happen in your household? Sa
Yes po.
bahay niyo, meron kayo?
Opo.
So kunyari, wala si mommy at daddy. Saan kayo magkikita-kita? Because in an event of an earthquake, most likely the communication lines will be down. Yung mga cellphone natin, they might not be working. So it's a good idea and it's something good that you are prepared for this. Kasama yung meeting place ninyo. Kayo ba may mga go bags ba kayo? Sino sa inyo
Opo.
may go bags? If you need to leave, kailangan nyo lumikas, meron ba kayong go bag?
Yes po, Doc.
Sino may go bag? Raise your hand. One, two, three. Three. 4, 5. Yung Harper ba, tsaka ano ba book nyo sa anatomy? Moore? Yung Harper ba kasama sa go bag nyo? Or si Moore or si Netter, ha? Oh, you should have a go bag. Every household should have a go bag. Oh, tropical cyclone. Oh, how many typhoons visit the Philippines? Ilan? Tropical cyclones, ilan ba? 20. About 20 tropical cyclones. Ayan, 20. Kaya meron tayong 20 names. Ano ba yung last? Si Uwan, di ba? So before Uwan was Tino. Ayan, so Uwan, Tino. So yung next is si Verbena. Eh sir, paano pag naubos na yung 20? Meron tayong auxiliary set. Hopefully, we will not be using the auxiliary set. Tapos na tayo kay verb Uwan. Kung nasaan dumating yan sila Verbena to Zoraida. But kung darating sila, this will be the names of the storm, the typhoons. Of course, we pray na kung dumating man yung mga typhoons, then yung damage will be minimal. Ang super typhoon is number 4, di ba? Ayan. Ito, when I gave this presentation, yung the eye of the storm pala, the eye of the typhoon, siya pala yung area with the lightest rain and wind. Akala ko pa yung mata ng bagyo, di ba? Yan yung pinakamalakas. Hindi pala. So lightest, but of course this is the land area that will be affected by the typhoon. Red warning, orange, yellow. Ayaw natin ng red. But of course, pag red, landslides may happen. Yung landslide is not only yung sa mga bundok. Pwede yung landslide underneath the houses. Under the houses. Yung foundation. Kaya pag yun ang nag-landslide, the houses will fall. Or diseases of rapid urbanization and industrialization will include disasters. Ano ba yung triple burden of disease natin? Who can tell me the triple burden of disease? Ano, triple burden of disease? Type in the chat box. Ano yung triple burden of disease?
Communicable, non-communicable, and injury
Ah,
hazard.
So kindly raise your hand so I can acknowledge you.
I saw it.
Yes. Si Fräulein? Sige.
Ano po, communicable diseases, non-communicable diseases, tsaka injuries po.
Injuries or diseases of rapid urbanization and industrialization. So communicable diseases, non-communicable diseases, and diseases of rapid urbanization and industrialization. Yung drug abuse, yung substance abuse, itong disasters, yung injuries, those are included, those are under the diseases of rapid urbanization and industrialization. Oh, these are 7 fundamental terms in risk management. Hazard is a dangerous phenomenon, substance, human activity, or condition that may cause loss of life, injury, or other health impacts, property damage, loss of livelihoods and services, social and economic disruption, or environmental change. Ito yung mga types of hazards. So, meron pa palang extraterrestrial hazard. So, this is the classifications based on pag-asa. So, marami-rami ito. These are the classifications given by the DOH. So, hindi naman malayo. Natural events, human-induced, technological, biological, environmental. Ito yung sa pag-asa. Geophysical, hydrological, meteorological, climatological, biological, and extraterrestrial. So, meron pa yan sa NDRRMC, National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council. So, may natural hazards, may man-made hazards. So, but the important thing is, what do you do? Ito, what do you do when it comes to the El Nino phenomenon? So, ito, meron tayong recommendations. Water conservation tips. Kayo, do you turn off the faucet while brushing your teeth? Kayo, do you use, or better yet, you use a glass? Kayo ba gumagamit kayo niya? Teka, nagbabrush. Yung ganyan nyo, nagbabrush. Pero yung turning off the faucet. Another, remove all leftover food before washing the dishes. Kayo ba nagwawash ng dishes? Wash them using a small basin para hindi sayang yung tubig. Store and use the final rinse water to flush toilets para hindi masayang. Store and reuse laundry water to clean floors, flush toilets, etc. Sino nagdidilig sa inyo? Sino mga plantito at plantitas? Water plants early in the morning or late in the afternoon to minimize evaporation. 5. Do not hose down. Sino naglilinis ng kotse? Do not hose down your vehicle. Clean using a washcloth and pail. Use water-efficient gadgets such as high-pressure, low-volume hoses and shower heads, faucets with aerators, and double flush toilets. Ano ba yung double flush toilets? Na-discuss nyo ba yan sa environmental, sa mga latrine? Yung double flush toilets, you will see that in the malls. So pag wiwi lang, mas konting water ang ginagamit. No, pag major, pag may floating objects na, mas maraming water na yung ginagamit. So the important thing is what we're going to do in preparation and of course, hopefully prevent this from ever happening. Next, emergency, an actual threat to public safety and or public health demanding immediate action. This is unforeseen or sudden occurrence. Ayan, COVID-19. Sabi ng WHO, it declared the outbreak of COVID-19 to be a public health emergency of international concern. Next, disaster. A serious disruption of the functioning of the community or a society involving widespread human, material, economic, or environmental losses and impacts which exceeds the ability, this is the keyword, exceeds the ability of the affected community or society to cope using its own resources. Ayan. So for some people, yung cat or yung pets nila ang kanilang prized possession. So anong tinitignan ko yung picture, bakit kaya tinanggal niya yung slippers niya? Tapos naglakad siya barefoot. Bakit kaya? Bakit? Nakita niyo ba yung mga nag-aararo? The farmers plowing the field. Bakit barefoot sila? Bakit?
Naiiwan po Dok yung tsinela sa putik.
Yes, can you kindly raise your hand so I can acknowledge you? Sige, Faye.
Dok, parang mahirap po kasi maglakad din nakatsinela sa putikan po. Naiiwan po yung slippers nila.
Dumidikit
Nalulubog.
pa.
Apo.
Dumikit yung tsinelas, baka mapigtal pa, baka mapigtas pa. Okay? So minsan, hindi natin maintindihan why they're doing it. Pero there's a very good reason. Ayan, definitely, the community cannot cannot recover from this on their own resources. Ayan, just to give you an idea, alam niyo yung basketball court? This is 10 feet from the ground, yung ring. So, ayan. Ayun na yung court. So, this is around 7 feet. Oh, remember this, ha? Sino ba sa inyong gustong maging internist? Endocrinologist. Sino ba may gusto bang maging endocrinologist sa inyo? Raise your hand. Oh, libreng mga harap. Community. When it comes to community, mahabang usapan yan ang the definition of community. I was an officer of the Philippine Academic Society for Community Medicine. And kami, ang daming definition yan. Bakit? A community can be functional. Kunyari, you're talking about a community of diabetics. So if you're an endocrinologist, you're going to be serving a community of diabetics. So kung internist ka naman, you're going to be serving a community of hypertensives. So meron tayong LCUP community, meron tayong LGBT community. So yung community, yung definition of a community is very vast. Ang daming definition ng community. It can be geographical. Now, for this particular presentation, community, ang definition natin would be people, property, services, livelihoods, and environment. These are the elements exposed to hazards. Hazards, ha? In disasters, they started out as a hazard. But not all hazards will become a disaster. Risk, the combination of the probability of an event and its negative consequences. Vulnerabilities, the characteristics and circumstances of a community, system, or asset that makes it susceptible to the damaging effects of a hazard. Make it susceptible. Ano ba ang mas vulnerable to a hazard? Is it the poor or the rich? Ano ba ang mas susceptible to the effects of a hazard? Poor, the poor people, or the rich people? Anyone? Sino ang mas vulnerable? The rich or the poor? Poor. Poor? Oh, agree kayo kay Fräulein. Poor, sabi niya, poor. Wala na. Sino ba mas maraming possessions? Eh, di ba, mga rich? Ang poor, konti lang ang possessions. So if they are hit by a hazard which becomes a disaster, di ba mas vulnerable ang rich? So any other answer? Who's going to say it's the rich that will be more vulnerable to the effects of the hazard and eventually a disaster? Poor din siya. Poor people are more likely to live in unsafe areas such as poor housing. Eh, di ko mas maganda yung bahay mo. Eh, di nako, di pag nasalanta ng bagyo, if it's disastrous, and then mas malaki yung nawala sa'yo. Sabi ni Faye, the rich. The rich. Eh, di ba kung rich ka, pwede mong pataasan yung bahay mo in such a way na kung flooding yan, hindi ka naaabutin ng flood. Hindi kagaya ng mga poor. They have nothing, nowhere to go. So yung rich, kung meron kang assets, you can be able to recover. Pero yung poor, wala. Anong answer natin dito? Who will be more vulnerable to the effects of the hazard or the disaster? So when it comes to disasters, all are vulnerable. Walang rich, walang mahirap. Lahat. Everyone is vulnerable. Kaya nga pagka when an emergency comes, magkakasama na. There you will see the spirit of bayanihan. Lalo na pag may disaster. Di ba? Capacity, the combination of all strengths, attributes, and resources available within a community, society, or organization that can be used to achieve agreed goals. So capacity building, how you will recover, and in fact, how will you be able to mitigate a disaster. Ayan, kilala niyo ba to? Gate 1. College of Medicine. G2. Pag tinanong si Gucci, I think this was, ano bang typhoon to? Si Dr. Sadol, it was their graduation. And tapos, ayan, binagyo. Ano ba, I forgot the name of the typhoon. Binagyo sila 2023. So we had to postpone their graduation. Can you just imagine? Yung ibang parents, nag-stay pa sa hotel para malapit na sila. And when it was rescheduled, parang a week after, meron pang flooded areas in Pampanga. So one of the batchmates of Dr. Sadol came in late. Hindi siya umabot sa ceremony. So uh, we had to ask the administrators to give the award and the diploma and the hooding to the batchmate who came in late. Oh, the important thing is what we're doing bago bumagyo o bumaha, habang bumabagyo, and pagkatapos bumagyo o bumaha. Oh, sino merong go bag? Tingnan niyo yung go bag niya, meron pang sunblock. So, importante that we are prepared. And look, toiletries. And here, damit at beddings, damit na magtatagal hanggang 3 araw. So, hopefully, in an event of a disaster, kung kailangan yung lumikas, you have to evacuate your homes and go to the evacuation center. Yung go bag nyo should have clothes or provisions good for at least 3 days. Hopefully, lesser naman. Sa iba, it's up to 5 days, 3 to 5 days. But it's always better to be prepared. Oh, do you recognize this? Anong lugar to? What is this place? This is actually Smoky Mountain. Wala nang Smoky Mountain ngayon, thank goodness. Park na siya. Pero meron pa rin ganyan, dump site, which is Payatas. Ganito ang ginagawa. Yung Smoky Mountain is, kaya siya naging Smoky Mountain, if the pile of garbage from afar is so big, from afar it looks like a mountain. Tapos merong smoke coming from the pile of garbage. Alam nyo kung ano yung smoke yan? Ano yung smoke yan? Kaya siya Smoky Mountain. Kasi the smoke is actually methane coming from the decomposing garbage. And the people here, they construct makeshift houses at the foot of the mountain of garbage. This is in Smoky Mountain. But ngayon sa Payatas, it's the same thing. So what happens when the typhoons come? Ayan. And this was one of the worst disasters. Payatas garbage slide in July 10, 2000. Continuous moderate to heavy monsoon rains over Metro Manila for several days caused the collapse of the Payatas garbage pile in Quezon City, resulting in 224 deaths and 100 houses destroyed. Ang hirap dyan, walang dadaanan yung mga rescuers. So they had to rescue from the top of the pile of garbage. Hindi siya exactly sturdy. Lumulubog siya. Global trends. Top 10 disasters. So, nasa ng Philippines. Total of affected people reported by country. Ganyang karami. total economic damage sa ng Philippines. Ayun. Ilan na population natin sa Philippines? Ilan na? Ilan na tayo ngayon? Ilan na? Ilan na population natin? Ilan? Ilan na tayo ngayon, mga Pinoy? So, affected is almost close to 4 million. That is in 2016. Tayo ngayon ay, ilan na ba tayo? Sabi ni 112, ba? Ang galing. 112 million. Last week lang, tinignan ko, 100 million. Ngayon, 112 million na. Talk about population boom. Actually, 110. Tama naman yan, 112, 116 billion. Teka, hindi DPWH ang tinatanong ko. Yung population ng population natin. Sakto 110. No? Kaya lang, pwede yan, 112, kahit 116 million. Pwede yan kasi uh, including those working in other countries. Pwede naman talaga. But for the affected, total number of affected people to reach close to 4 million, ba, malaki-laking disaster yan. Ito, the number of reported disasters by country, ano pinakamarami? Pinakamarami. By country. Ayan. China. 26. Next is US, 22. Then India, 19. Philippines, number 4. Number of disasters. Ha? Bigyan mo, China, ang laki ng land area. Ang US, ang laki ng land area. Philippines, ang liit ng land area natin. But, of course, ang dami natin disasters in a year. The single deadliest disaster in the world in 2012 is Typhoon Bofa. Pablo. Then in 2013, the single deadliest disaster in the world is yan na si Typhoon Haiyan. Locally known as Yolanda. Si Yolanda na yan. Kaya nagkaroon ng signal number 4 is because of Yolanda. Deadliest disasters from 1970 to 2013, si Typhoon Haiyan kasama in 2013. Ayan, super typhoon kasi because of Yolanda. Kaya nagkaroon ng super typhoon. Sabi ng UN, ISDR, we must stop calling these events natural disasters. You had a lecture, you had a presentation on climate change. Kasi it's also because of climate change. Tropical cyclone, no? Di ba? Ito yung typhoon. Ito ang classification of the tropical cyclones. Tropical depression, tropical storm, severe tropical storm, typhoon, and super typhoon. So binibilang natin, we look at the travel of the typhoon in kilometers per hour. 2016, the year of the earthquakes. Pero mo yan, ano ba yung tsunami? Yung tsunami. Pag nagpunta kami sa bahay nyo at magulo, parang dinahan ng, pag yung study table nyo, parang dinahan ng tsunami. Ayun, yung biruan natin. Ang gulo. Ano yung tsunami? Anyone, can you explain what a tsunami is? excuse me. Naririnig natin, di ba? Tsunami. Sino? Ano, tsunami? Sige, Fräulein.
Ano po, yung pagtaas ng tubig sa dagat due to sa pag-asa po ng plate sa ano po, earthquake po.
Ayan, no. Okay. So, meron kasi mga tectonic plates underneath sa mga sea. So pag nagkaroon ng earthquake, nagmo-move sila and thereby creating a big wave. Yan ang tsunami. Big wave. Ha? The tallest recorded is 1,720 feet in Alaska. You can just imagine. Yung ring, di ba? Basketball court. Yung ring is 10 feet. Kung 17 o 20 feet tall. 1,720 feet. Gaano kataas yan? Talagang kakainin yung community. Ito, ang ganda nito yung slide na to. Gandang-ganda ako dito sa slide nito. Di ba? Ang ganda yun. Isang buo, kuhang-kuha niya. Pero more than that, the information, look at the Philippines. Ayun ang Philippines. Anong ginagawa natin dito? Earthquakes. Ayan ang dami. Oh. Ayan ang Philippines. This is 2016. Philippine setting. Natural hazards according to the NDRMMC. Human-induced hazards. Typhoon. Ayan. Average of 20 typhoons occur in a year. So, ang Pag-asa, meron din silang sariling studies. Ang DOH, meron din sila health-wise. And of course, NDRRMC, National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council. Names of tropical cyclones. 20. So hopefully we will not be using the auxiliary set. So, pagka tinanong kayo, alam niyo na kung sino yung susunod typhoon. Sana wag na dumating. Typhoon Reming in 2006 in Albay. Ayan, kita nyo, satellite account. UERM. This is Ondoy in 2009. Alam niyo yung history ng LCUP, College of Medicine? So when we started out in 2017, more than 90% of the teachers were from UERM. Ano eh? All, sabi ni Dean, all daw, all. With 8 students. With 8 students. We started out with 8 students. Pero more than 90%, if I'm not mistaken, all daw. All came from UERM. Including the Dean and the Preventive Medicine Course Coordinator. So from UERM, MMCI, anong you're lucky? Kung kayo taga Bulacan, tapos you enrolled in LCUP, I spoke with one of the students in LCUP who was a graduate of medical technology in UERM MMCI. Sabi niya, LCUP, College of Medicine Education, is UERM MMCI education at 50% off. Ayan, this is Ondoy. Meron isang doktor dito. So sobrang bilis ng pagtaas ng baha. So nandun siya sa sasakyan niya, bago pa yata yung sasakyan. So tumataas na, pumasok na doon sa sasakyan niya. Tapos meron nakapasok na bubuwid. A mouse entered the car. Natakot siya doon sa mouse. So lumabas siya sa kotse. And before she knew it, pagkalabas niya, biglang nasubmerge na yung sasakyan niya. So she was actually saved by a mouse. This is UERM. First floor up to the ceiling. You can just imagine yung patients. We had to evacuate the patients into a higher floor. Sendong in December 2011. This is a satellite feed. Tignan niyo yung mga houses. Typhoon Pablo, this is Typhoon Bofa in 2012. Hungry people this way. Daanan na lang natin na minsan this is not an exciting topic for me. National Disaster Response Plan. What if someone were to tell you that there's a region in the world where roughly 90% of the world's earthquake occur? What if they were to tell you that this region is also home to over 75% of the world's active and dormant volcanoes and all but 3 of the world's 25 largest eruptions in the last 11,700 years took place here? What area am I talking about? Ano yan? The Philippines is included in the Pacific Ring of Fire. It's a horseshoe-shaped basin, a string of volcanic regions extending from South Pacific to South America. Ayan, ang Ring of Fire. Ayan. Ayan ang Philippines, where there are inactive and active volcanoes. The strongest volcanic eruptions of the past 2,000 years nasa na Philippines. Ayan, Pinatubo. The eruption that cooled the planet, the second largest volcanic eruption of the 20th century. Ano yun? First. The biggest was Mount Katmai in Alaska in 1912. Alam nyo, akala ko ito ay nangyayari lang sa cinema, sa pelikula. This is an actual picture. Ayan. Parang hinahabol siya. Pinatubo. All the way from Manila. So pag kumakanta kami sa choir, kakaroon pa kami ng ashes pumapasok sa bibig mo. Ito active faults. So that's where we're preparing for the big one because of the active faults. Earthquakes. Landslides. So remember, yung landslide is not only sa mountains, tapos pupunta siya sa low-lying areas. No, it can be under our respective houses. Kaya pagka there's a risk for a landslide, pinapa-evacuate na, pinapalikas na. Ginsaugon landslide, the whole island of Leyte experienced more than 300% of normal rainfall in February. The fluid character of the slide means that it is correctly termed a mudslide. Thank you. The mud carried stones and boulders completely wiped out the village. Buildings, including a school, were completely buried. Wala, lubog talaga siya. In places, only the tops of coconut palms stick up through the meters of mud. Ayan. This woman, one of the very few pulled alive from the mud. So kaya tayo, meron tayo mga whistle. Kayo ba meron kayong whistle? Ibang klaseng whistle yan, ha? Kasi yung whistle for emergencies, yun yung maririnig ng mga trained dogs. So iba yung sound niya. Maririnig kahit na nasa covered with debris. Maririnig pa rin ng mga dogs. Payatas garbage line in 2000. On July 2000, nearly 500 garbage scavengers who were living literally at the Payatas dump site in Quezon City were buried alive under tons of garbage when a 50-foot garbage mountain collapsed on their makeshift houses at the height of the torrential rains. Ayan. Ito mahirap, di ba? Kasi ang rescuers, they were stepping on a pile of garbage, a mountain of garbage. Kaya mahirap yung rescue operations. Worst festival tragedy here in Bulacan. In 1993, a pagoda carrying hundreds of Catholic devotees during the annual Pagoda Festival in Bukawi, Bulacan sank into the muddy Bukawi River. About 279 people, including children, drowned in the incident. Ayan, something good came out of it. Si Sajid Bulig. He rescued two or three children from drowning. Yung sa ika-apat niya, napagod na siya siguro. Siya na rin yung nalunod. So he was given an award by President Ramos. Where's the accident? Ito, malupit. In December 1987, some 4,341 people died when Doña Paz, an inter-island passenger ferry owned by Sulficio Lines, collided with an oil tanker off Mindoro Island. Sadly, it was not to be the last sea tragedy in the Philippines, an archipelago of 7,107 islands. In 1988, around 250 people died when Doña Marilyn, another passenger ferry owned by Sulficio Lines, sank. Kaya masakit to kasi Christmas. This happened in December 20, 1987. So yung mga passengers, they were trying to, mga chance passengers, and some were not included in the manifesto. Wala sa logbook. Kasi sumakay na lang sila so that they can be home for Christmas. Kaya lang ang problema, Doña Paz, the marine vessel sank. Tapos this is in Rizal Stadium, lahat ng mga those who passed away in the tragedy, nilagay sila dyan. Yung iba is representation na lang. Worst air accident. Worst fire. Ito, ozone. Kayo ba mahilig mag-disco? Sa ozone. Ang problema kasi dito, yung exit nila. Kaya makita nyo sa LCUP ang exit papalabas. Yung exit ng ozone papaloob. Kaya nung nagpanic na yung mga tao, hindi na nila mabuksan papaloob. Kasi ang dami ng tao na naka-jam ng door. One was from a neighborhood of ours. Parang 17-year-old siya. Yung wife niya, 14 years old. Yung live-in partner niya. Tapos may naiwan silang isang anak. This was a tragedy. Chemical exposure, ultra stampede. Alam mo, masakit. Alam niyo ba yung ano? Bigyan ng jacket yan. Alam niyo yan? So in the States, si Kuya Willie is parang national anthem. So palagi nilang pinapanood. So for some people, si Kuya Willie, he gave hope na magkaroon ng biglang yaman. So yun daw ang mas nakakalungkot. So they went, yung mga people, they went to Ultra hoping na mabigyan sila ni Kuya Willie ng cash. So in the process, nagkagulo, ang daming namatay. So excuse me. So yun daw mas nakakalungkot. So ang gusto ng Pilipino is they will go to some extent to be able to get some help or cash. Bombing and armed conflict. Ayan, sa Mindanao. This is in Luneta. Vice Mayor pa si Isko Moreno. Marawi siege in Mindanao. Okay, this is the NDRP preparation for the 7.2 magnitude earthquake. So when it comes to earthquakes, dalawa tatandaan natin ha, magnitude and intensity. Magnitude, ayan ang measure of the size of the earthquake. It is measured by the Richter scale. Pag intensity naman, the effect on the people. So this, pagka 8 na, pag 7 is destructive. Pag 8 is very destructive, 9 devastating, 10 completely devastating. Kung 7.2 yan, it's destructive. And it might even be very destructive. The big one, M.M. Myers. The Metropolitan Manila Earthquake Impact Reduction Study, M.M. Myers. Ito ang ginagawa nila. In disaster response management operations, we abide by the formula P plus P plus P equals 0 as our mathematical binding principle anchored on the whole of nation approach, which purports that public plus private plus people is equal to 0 casualty. So ang importante sa atin would be the people. Huh? Ito ang Philippine Disease Risk Reduction and Management Act of 2010. The important thing to note here is ito ang ginagawa natin. Ha? Mitigation, preparation, response, and recovery. Disaster prevention and mitigation to avoid the hazards and mitigate their potential impacts by reducing vulnerabilities and exposure and enhancing capacities of communities. That is why it's very important that you know the terms. Avoid hazards and mitigate their potential impacts by reducing vulnerabilities and enhancing capacities. Then we have the disaster preparedness. Minsan nag-overlap sila. Establish and strengthen capacities of communities to anticipate, cope, and recover from the negative impacts of emergency occurrences and disasters. We have the disaster response, provide life preservation and meet the basic subsistence needs of affected population based on acceptable standards during or immediately after the disaster, and the disaster rehabilitation and recovery to restore and improve facilities and living conditions and capacities of affected communities and reduce risks in accordance with the Building Back Better principle. All of these are done for a safer, adaptive, and disaster resilient Filipino communities towards sustainable development. These are some of the examples. For disaster mitigation refers to all the actions taken before a disaster to reduce its impacts, including preparedness and long-term risk reduction measures. It can be structural mitigation or non-structural activities. Minsan nag-overlap sila. Ha? Disaster preparation. Some DRR recommendations for countries which do not have a robust disaster preparedness plan. Policy, planning, and capacity building. Physical prevention, building seawalls, and capacity building. So minsan nag-overlap sila. Next, disaster response. Deployment of search and rescue. It is a multi-level coordination which seeks to provide temporary shelter, water, sanitation, and hygiene. Ano ba ginagamit natin? Na latrine pagka meron tayong evacuation center. Ano ginagamit natin? Dr. Belvin, tinatanong ko, ano ginagamit natin latrine?
Na-discuss yan, Doc.
Ano na?
Na-discuss natin yan, Doc.
Na-discuss nyo. Ano? Tinatanong sa board siya na. So what we discussed to you in PrevMed are those asked in the boarding exams and those that you need in actual practice. Pag nag-practice kayo. Oh, palagi yan ha, yung dinadala natin na water supply sa evacuation center, evacuation area should be tested. Kasi pag hindi mo tinest yan, abay, baka madagdagan pa natin ang problema natin because of waterborne diseases. And of course, disaster operations, ang ginagamit natin would be the pit latrine. So ito trench latrine. So pwedeng dalawa sa simultaneous, sabay-sabay na. So yan yung kung intimate kayo, pwede kayong face-to-face. Okay? So kung kayo naman ay body-body, pwede kayong side-by-side. So habang nagkakape kayo, so pwede pa kayong magkwentuhan yan. Kung kayo naman ay magkaaway, ay walang pansinan, no? Back to back. You do your thing, I do my thing. Yan ang ginagawa natin dyan. Maganda pag intimate, di ba? Face-to-face pa kayo. Oh, next, this is speed. Ito yung ginagamit natin dati, before. Ito yung ginagamit ng NDRRMC to provide communication. Ngayon, meron tayong EWARS. Early warning and alert in response and surveillance. EWARS. I think this is deployed by the government. DOH. DOH. So ito yung Taal eruption in 2020. COVID-19, of course, is a pandemic. Ito ang sabi ng Secretary of Health. Walang sawa po naming uulit-ulitin na palagi ang magsuot ng face mask, palagi ang maghugas or mag-sanitize ng kamay, i-observe physical distancing of at least 1 meter at alamin ang tamang impormasyon ukol sa sakit. Non-pharmaceutical interventions are still the best when dealing with COVID-19. This is in response to COVID-19. Meron silang prevent, detect, isolate, treat, and reintegrate. So ang DOH, meron din silang sarili. Ang NDRRMC, meron din sarili. Ang Pag-asa, meron din silang sariling disaster preparedness. Do you have any questions? Questions kayo? Remember your why, ha? Because you lose your way when you lose your why. Do you have any questions when it comes to disasters? We will help you become 5-star physicians. The 5-star physician tiers. A clinician, an administrator, a researcher, an educator, and a social mobilizer. Remember that caring comes before curing. Are there any questions regarding disaster awareness? Questions? No questions? So the important thing is, you know, the terms and, of course, yung NDRRMC, Plan for Disaster Risk Reduction. Let's go to your student seminar. Everyone can see my slide? Oh, we will help you become 5-star physicians. The class will be subdivided into 4 groups, 10 members for each group. Each group will have to deliver a presentation on communicable, non-communicable diseases and diseases of rapid urbanization and industrialization. This is the triple burden of disease. Or kung ayaw nyo ng drug abuse or disaster or vehicular injuries, pwedeng communicable disease or a non-communicable disease. You're 39 in the class. 39 kayo. So 3 groups will have 10 members, 1 group will have 9 members. Here is so pagka kayo gumawa in whatever topic you should design on, your presentation should be innovative. Huwag na tayo mag-lecture, ha? And you include the epidemiology. Now, if you're going to choose HIV, AIDS, or any other disease, kung communicable yan, show the natural history. And of course, you have to have the levels of prevention, which is the more important thing because now the trend is prevention rather than cure. So lalo na yung primary level of prevention. Now, if you're talking about cancers, try to include the most common in both females and males and include the government programs. So ito yung groupings natin, ha? Group 1, from Chelsea to Mikayari Nicole. Take note of your groups, ha? Group 2, from Lizette Cruz to Faye, Charmaine Garcia. 3, from Kate Gudez, from Mark Justin Paraiso. And then the last group, Group 4, will have 9 members, from Liberty Pasawa to Joy Ann Nicole Sebastian. They have questions regarding your groupings? Violent reactions. You can work well with your group mates, ha? Walang issues. Love triangles, wala. Oh, so you prepare a presentation in a form, in an innovative way. A form of a movie presentation, skit or role-playing, game show, interview, consultation with an informant or consultant on the topic you have chosen. You have a course coordinator, di ba? For the course. For our course. So, sino course coordinator natin? Sino course coordinator? Greg, you're the president, right?
Yes, Doc.
Sino course coordinator nyo? Si Nathan ba?
Hello po, si Nathan po.
Nathan, kindly turn on your camera. Kindly send me the topics of the respective groups. Kasi I will also be sending guide questions. Para naman the important questions will be answered by your presentation. Thank you. It will be presented face-to-face next week. So, you may have recorded segments. It may be kindly have English subtitles. Kasi you will have to take a video of your presentation kasi you will submit the video of your actual presentation. Include information as you deem appropriate. If your topic is waterborne diseases, diarrhea, so you may include proper hand washing. The important thing is you will be teaching. Next, you limit your presentation to 30 minutes to include technical preparations. So as much as possible, give 10 minutes. 10 minutes for a question and answer segment. Kung hindi naman, if you feel, pwedeng 5 minutes, but we will ask you questions regarding your presentation. And then 6, there will be only one group grade. Peer evaluation will be accomplished. And that is why everyone is encouraged. And of course, everyone should participate and contribute to your student presentation. On the day of the presentation, have a video recording of your presentation, because your presentation may be shown to our adopted or chosen or partner community as part of our health education program. Kaya kung if you choose to play it in, should you decide to use English as your medium, have subtitles too. Kung Tagalog naman yan or Filipino, have subtitles. After a presentation, prepare a written report on the topic you have presented to include government programs and suggestions and comments for the improvement given by the faculty members present. So as much as possible, all of us will be present, and of course, we will be inviting faculty from other departments. The written report will be graded. So importante that all of you contribute and participate in your student presentation. Ito na yung bago nating this is the revised schedule. So because of the suspension of classes last week, so we have this disaster awareness in the community. Yung feedback natin, will be posting the LE2 with answers. Now you check the answers and you check if the checking of your scan or the checking of your zip grade answer sheets are correct. So we have 4 groups, so we have 2 hours for this, so more than enough time. Kasi pag December 2, as much as possible, wala na tayong major activities. And remember, here is how you will be graded. This is the criteria for evaluation. So the student presentation, the actual, will be 10%, and the written, your student presentation will be 10%. Do you have any other questions? Remember the 4 A's, attendance, appearance, accountability, and attitude. Yes, Greg?
Dok, pwede daw po ba recorded yung full presentation, hindi na live?
Bakit recorded?
Nahihiya daw po isa kong member.
Isa lang siya. Siyam kayo.
Thank you, Dok.
Didalin mo yung isa mong member. Diba? So it doesn't necessarily mean na pagka kayo nakaplasta. If you're on stage, it doesn't mean that those behind the scenes are not doing anything. So, ang dami nyo pwedeng gawin. Ang dami nyo pwedeng i-contribute. But of course, it starts with your brainstorming. Starts with your selection of your topic. And of course, how you're going to present it in a way that will be very interesting and very informative. And of course, the important thing is you have fun. Parang bonding nyo na rin yan. In all of our years conducting this and giving this as an activity to the students in preventive medicine, this is one of the highlights na nagkaroon sila ng bonding. And you might want to have that same experience if you give each other time and the chance to know each other better. Any other questions? Other questions? So if something pops up, Pagka meron kayong do you want to talk about it now? Or you can talk with your group